CSI, Celebrity Style Inspiration.
Hi CSIers, this is the Manila Times CSI, Celebrity Style Inspiration. Our entertainment and lifestyle pages come to life across the Manila Times digital platforms. Ako po si Tessa Mauricio Ariola and welcome back to another packed episode. So let's get started right now.
CSI, Celebrity Style Inspiration.
First off, let's take a look at this week's winners and downers. This past week, legendary producer Lily Monteverde of Regal Films celebrated her 82nd birthday with a Zoom party. After more than 50 years in the industry, Mother Lily shows no signs of stopping, pandemic notwithstanding. Some of her upcoming projects are the Metro Manila Film Festival entry, Ang Mga Kaibigan ni Mama Susan, starring Joshua Garcia and directed by Chito Ronyo, that is now in post-production, rom-com Hindi Tayo Bagay with Erich Gonzalez and Arjo Ataide, and a boy love series with Jerome Ponce and TJ Marquez. We also can't wait to see her biopic Lily, starring Judy Ann Santos, to resume taping and premiere soon. Happy birthday again to Mother Lily. Next in the list, we have a downer with the indefinite postponement of this generation's upcoming Darna movie. Sabi ng ABS-CBN, who holds the rights to the Mars Ravelo classic, it was because of the impact of COVID-19 on movie production and cinemas that led to their decision. Since the film involves a lot of stunts, crowd shots, fights, and other complex scenes, these will be very difficult to shoot at this time, the statement further added. In what Hollywood calls development hell, Darna only started shooting in January after being announced in 2017. Angel Locsin and Liza Soberano were first set to star, but backed out due to respective injuries. Former Girl Trends member Jane De Leon was finally cast as the superhero. This, however, led to so much backlash because apparently Jane still has to prove her acting skills, and also because others think she looks too much like a foreigner when Darna should be a classic Filipina. Eric Maty was supposed to direct the movie but left in 2018 due to creative differences and was replaced by Gerald Caro. Mukhang ilang taon pa ulit bago makakalipad si Darna. It's been more than 2 years since the last Pitch Perfect movie premiered. So when we saw the Barden Bellas reunite on YouTube, it was such a happy surprise that's truly a winner. The Bellas performed an a cappella version of Beyoncé's hit, Love on Top, from their own homes. They also had a fun introduction by the Pitch Perfect announcers played by Elizabeth Banks and John Michael Higgins in character. The surprise reunion was done in partnership with UNICEF to raise funds for families and children in Lebanon dealing with the impact of COVID-19 on health, education, and income. And that's it for this week's Winners and Downers. We'll be right back with our certified CSI report. Welcome back. You're still watching the Manila Times CSI. And here with me now is Christina Alpad for her certified CSI report. Hi, Tina Pai!
Hi, Missy, and hi, CSIers!
You're looking lovely as usual, but I'm sure you also have a lovely report for me. Anong meron tayo today, Tina?
Misty, this week I have certified energetic Kim Chiu and Robi Domingo.
Let's hear it!
Katulad ng ibang lovers at this time, automatic LDR ang naging peg ni Kim Chiu with boyfriend Sian Lim at si Robi Domingo with girlfriend Mikey Pineda. So how do they energize their relationships ngayon na they can't see their partners as often? Let's hear it from the bubbly Kim Chiu and the lively Robi Domingo.
Sobrang thankful ako sa technology that we have right now. Kasi FaceTime, Viber video, Messenger video, WhatsApp video, lahat na-try na namin ni si. Nakapag-usap lang kami ng malinaw, Zoom, 2-cam setup, 3-cam setup, nagawa na rin namin. So, it's 2 cams. Hindi ko rin alam bakit, pero wala lang, ginawa lang namin. So, nakakatuwa naman that mas marami yung usap namin than before. So, it's a different year. And mas nakakatuwa kasi you get to know more about each other kasi kwentuhan, hindi na kayo manonood ng movie sa labas or kumain sa labas, but ganito lang. So I'm very thankful that we have this technology na ganito.
If I may follow up, Kim, meron ba kayo dapat plan to, kasi alam naman natin na mahilig din kayo mag-travel together, meron ba dapat this year?
Kala ko kasal, nagulat ako sa
ang OA ni Robi, ikaw muna. Nung Holy Week, meron dapat, nung birthday ko, and yung cherry blossom sa Japan, so wala na. Next year na lang siguro.
Next year na.
No, well, for me, I have to go back to that commercial ng Tiger. Tsaka yung jingle na tuwing nandyan ka, ako'y natutukso, di ba? Hindi alam kung anong gagawin ko. And I had those moments, trust me. Sa duration nito ang lockdown, kami dalawa ni Mikey, my girlfriend. Since March 16, hindi pa kami parang 3 times lang kami nagkita personally. Just because I had to do an event in Makati para sa isang digital event. And whenever I see her, you just wanna hug her so much kasi tagal na, na-miss ko siya. Pero bawal kasi you have to observe physical distancing. And yun, medyo masakit. Pero yung naging tiger crackers ko is technology, just like what Kim said. There was no day na hindi kami nag-usap ni Mike's. Every single night, we would do virtual meetings. We would meet up doon. Tapos we would play Mobile Legends together. Tapos minsan we would have like nostalgia nights. For example, I would play this track. Parang magkakaroon kami ng guessing game. Parang we love game shows To be more specific, game ka na ba? Parang I would play a song. Oh, Mike, so you have 5 seconds to guess this song. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. 5 seconds and stop. 5, 4, ganyan. Marami. We had those date nights na you have to be creative as well para to spice things up a bit.
Follow up then, if you had plans ba dapat this year na shelf, na set aside?
And so funny kasi sinabi ni Kim din, you were supposed to go to Japan. I was supposed to go to Japan.
Ayo ata yun
Huwag ka ganyan. Let's have fun, girl. No, I was supposed to go there with a bunch of friends, kasama yung mga kaibigan din niya. And one of my friends would be proposing. Not me, one of my friends would be proposing doon sa Osaka. But wala. Nawala yung plano. So, hopefully when this is all done, we can still go to Osaka, with a bunch of friends or together and just celebrate.
Thank you so much, guys, and congratulations again.
Wondering what to put on your watch list next? Here's our Manila Times pop culture columnist and reviewer, Karen Kunowicz, for her suggestion.
Hello, it's Karen again. It's Thursday and I'm here with your watch list. We best know Dindy Gallardo as the winner of the 1993 Binibining Pilipinas Universe. But what most of us have yet to discover about her is that she's into film, photography, she can direct, and she's got a knack for creating content. So, over the pandemic, while in quarantine, she's got her own project called Table Talk with Dindy, where she discusses food. It could be something like Galbi Jim, or simple buttered toast, or oatmeal pancakes with strawberries and bacon. But we don't exactly learn how to make these dishes, but she tells us stories from her life about her connection to this type of food. And it's really interesting. It's beautifully shot, and we can tell that she's really in quarantine because she's almost always overlooking a window out on the empty, gray, rainy streets of Manila. And the storytelling is amazing, and she can get really philosophical. So if you want to watch it, it's on YouTube, Table Talk with Dindy, and it's 3 to 5 minutes, and the episodes drop every Wednesday. If you are into horror and all sorts of creepy things, you might enjoy the YouTube channel of Prince de Guzman. It's called Prince de Guzman Transformations, and you'll see how he changes from a buff, good-looking 20-something into the stuff of your nightmares. His signature cosplay, I would think, is Pennywise, but he can turn himself into the Demogorgon from Stranger Things, into Gomez Adams, Chucky, Valak the Nun, the Night King from Game of Thrones, Lord Voldemort from Harry Potter, The Witcher, and you can see his pranks, and you can see a total how-to as to how he does it. And he also likes to engage with his fans and viewers. He also has a vlog. So check it out, Prince de Guzman Transformations. And that's it. See you next time.
Today's guest on the T-Zone is one of the top stars in Philippine showbiz. Throughout his career, he has continued to prove his versatility. Napapakita din niya ang personality at interests niya in hosting, and mas lalo na sa sports with his adrenaline-packed shows and events. But best of all, he captures the audience's hearts and attention when he delivers depth and emotions from his characters. To say that he is the hunkiest in all of showbiz is an understatement. So I bet you know that our guest tonight is the one and only Derrick Ramsey. Hi, Derrick!
Hi, guys! What an introduction, huh? Thank you.
Well, can't help it. You know, we've been trying to get you on the show for a bit now, but you know, very much worth the wait. All the girls are happy, so even Neil. Well, how have you been? I just wanna know. You know, like of course, it's happened to all of us, but it's also happened to Derek Ramsey. How's life been since all this craziness came about?
You know, it's been tough. Like everybody, I think, is having a very hard time about, you know, adapting to all of this. But that's the key word here. We have to adapt to what's going on right now. My family and I were separated for the entire initial lockdown. So I didn't get to see them for the entire lockdown. Also Andrea, I didn't get to see Andrea for the entire lockdown. So we just talked to each other through video calls and stuff like that. But the first week was the toughest for me. I was, you know, struggling with a little bit of depression because I'm always used to being outside of the house and doing things. Like you said earlier, I love sports, so I couldn't do any of that, and you know, my body was longing for it, and I just had to find ways of entertaining myself, keeping myself mentally strong here in the house by, you know, doing different types of workouts, reading, praying, and having quality conversations with my friends and family.
But you know, of course, it's really more than just cabin fever that we're all feeling. So, what do you do whenever that kind of hits you? But I've seen in your Instagram account though, you've been maybe in GCQ nakapag-golf ka na ata ulit or something like that. How do you with it? Yeah.
When it was lifted, I that's the first thing I did was go and get Andrea's family and my family together. So we all went up to Tagaytay And my father and I went for a round of golf together with Andrea, and the two families bonded. So that was really nice, and that really helped me to get my energy levels up again, and my positivity. I got it back. It was just nice to see all our loved ones together. And then we went back into it again. But this time, medyo nasasanay na tayo. But there are others who out there I know who are having it much harder than me. So I tell myself, you shouldn't feel bad. There are a lot of people who are struggling there. So we thought of ways na how can we help these people. And during the quarantine, I actually went out and helped our frontliners, helped those in need.
Yeah, I'm sure you're grateful that you're in a position to actually, make a difference. I mean, just your presence gives them a boost and, makes them carry on. So thank you for doing that. We should also thank you, not just the frontliners, but celebrities who really go out there and really make a difference as well at this time. Well, obviously you've spoken about her already and, both of your families coming together, but, how are you and Andrea? I mean, you had a love in lockdown for a time, but and then you got to see each other again. But how has this whole, reality strengthened the bond between the two of you?
Over the lockdown, we had such great quality conversations. So I got to know her immensely. I got to know her more, and it made the relationship actually a lot stronger. During our normal lives, sometimes you're so preoccupied with your work and all the other things that you have to do that you may be physically there with your family or with your loved one.
Find someone else.
But sometimes you're not 100% there, diba? Because you're thinking of so many other things.
Mm-hmm.
But during the lockdown, your focus is completely on them, and I really enjoyed the conversations that I had with her and my family. It's amazing for me to say this, but I got to know my mom and my dad even more during it.
It's parang ironic. You're not together, but it's the time when you really bonded, no? Because everybody
it was kind of like a long distance relationship, although she's like 20 minutes down the road.
Okay. Well, you've said time and again, that Andrea's the one. Talaga bang, hoping that all this pandemic will be gone by end of the year. In the next 2 years, are we looking at Derek Ramsay walking down the aisle as well, and Andrea?
Most definitely. That's the plan. This new home, I built it so that I can make the family bigger. That's definitely in my 2 to 3 year plan. Sana ito na nga, please.
Oo naman. Because it's interesting for us in media because in the past, whenever you're asked about marriage, you don't really, you say, well, time will come, or if it happens, it happens. But now you're really, really confirming it and really declaring it. And
there was a whole confusion that Derek's not the marrying type and this and that, but that's not the case. My parents have been married for 47 years, and I have the perfect marriage to follow. And what they taught me is to take your time. That's the best advice that they gave me when it comes to marriage, is take your time, make sure that it's the right one. And that's why I didn't really talk so much about it, because I was taking my time to get to know my partners and to see if you're compatible and all of that. And with Andrea, I feel all of that. I feel secure. Our families get along. There's no putting your best foot forward and trying to make the family like you. They've accepted me. My parents love Andrea to death. They're even closer to her than I think me. Kapag meron kaming misunderstanding ni Andrea, mami ko doon na nakakampi. I'm like, oh no. But, yeah, there was no effort. Our families just hit it off,
Yeah,
and
that's important because you're so close to yours. I can't imagine
most
you with somebody
definitely,
who doesn't
if
feel
I,
at home with the
yeah,
Ramsey.
I could never get married to someone na hindi tanggap ang pamilya ko.
Oh, oh,
Diba? So with this one, it's like I don't have to worry about that because the families are very close and enjoy each other's company. And I talk to Andrea's mom every now and then, and Andrea's very close to my mom too. So parang there's no effort. Like, all of
Great.
that has been skipped, and we
Yeah.
can just really focus on each other.
Next question is, after all these years in showbiz, with your blockbuster movies, shows on TV, and so on, is there something else you dream of doing when, the business opens up again and, we're free to shoot, free to tape, and, let our creative juices flowing? I mean, is there another role perhaps that you would like to still try, or has Derek Ramsey done mostly everything?
Well, talking about creative juices, I love my craft. I really do. I'd love to portray a war film or something to do with Philippine history. That's my dream role. Um, so hopefully I can do a project like that. But just over this lockdown, I told you I was building my house. Um, a lot of my friends told me that I should jump into becoming maybe an interior designer or designing homes because they really like the way I designed my home, and I didn't hire an interior designer. It was all me, and like talagang lahat ng mga stores inikot ko in a short period of time so that I could make the house look like the way it is right now. And a lot of my friends were impressed, and they said you should really get into it. And I actually got offered
Wow.
to do a house, so I might be doing one.
Already, wow.
Yeah, after this is all done. So maybe that's something that I'll jump into. I don't know, but with my craft, definitely I'd love to do a war film or something to do with Philippine history. I have a film. Hopefully, we'll be starting in September with Sam Worthington, the lead actor of Avatar, which is going to be an action drama. So I'm looking forward to that actually. But there are lots of roles out there that I haven't done that are very challenging that I'd love to try to test my versatility as an actor. So yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, I'll get to play different roles after this is all done.
That's wonderful to know. I was gonna ask you, I mean, before this whole lockdown, you had your teleserye, of course, with Andrea. It was still going before the lockdown, right? Any news on like when we're gonna see you guys back on the small screen again?
Wow, we were supposed to do an action comedy drama teleserye. It was called Sanggang Dikit. We were supposed to start, and this happened. But like I said, this industry has been hit hard by this pandemic, and we're still figuring out ways on how we can get back to doing teleseries. But it's very tough, especially if it's an action series. It's very tough to shoot that with social distancing and all of that. So hopefully by September we'll get back to start taping and entertaining people.
So, well, we hope, and we just really hope that everything sort of gets better from here, and we'd love to see you back on the small screen again. So I guess for my last question, I mean, besides beating COVID, like we're all praying for and looking forward to, what's next for Derrick Ramsey in the public eye and his personal life? I guess it's just like a wrap up of what we've talked about in this interview.
Well, it's always been a dream of mine to become a pro golfer. So I've been really focusing on that. I had a golf simulator installed here in the house so that I can focus on that and see if I can give that one last go, because time really isn't on my side. It's the athletes out there are getting younger and younger. You have professional golfers at the age of 16, 17. Can you believe that? I wish I was able to pick up the sticks when I was that age, but I only picked it up quite recently, and I've fallen in love with the sport. It's made me actually forget about all the other contact sports that I used to play. So maybe I'd give it a
Okay.
try to see if I can compete against the best in the country. But yeah, I'm also excited. I'm very excited to get back and doing new shows. Hopefully, we can get that movie started in September with Sam Worthington. I'm really looking forward to that. It's an international film, and I get to work with brilliant actors from all over the world, including the Philippines, and learning from all these actors. So, siguro yan muna ang aabangan nila sa akin. I can't wait. My personal side is, like I said earlier, I wish
Getting the house built
na.
with that. Hindi na getting the house, its purpose, serve its purpose na very
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
today
exciting.
we have friends and family here in the house. It's nice to make stronger ties with the family, and we have what we do is we like to have lots and lots of food
Yeah.
during the lockdown, and we eat and we work out. We eat, we work out. We eat and we work out.
That's what we keep missing, us not regular people. We eat and then we forget the working out part.
But you know what's
so.
great is people are working out. It's awesome.
Oh yeah, the biking and all that, no, walking and stuff. Yeah.
That's the
But
best
it's
way
just-
to fight this virus is to be fit and healthy and take care of our immune system. That's the best way talaga for you to fight this virus.
Yeah, I know it will be over one day soon. We all hope, and in the meantime, we won't keep you much longer from your family. Please do enjoy the rest of the evening, and thank you so much for making time for us at the Manila Times.
Guys. I enjoyed
Thank
it
you.
very much.
We
Take
will
care.
see you with your hair a little longer, maybe next month. We'll give you
Maybe
a call
paabot
again.
ko ang dito, no? Paabot.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you again, Derek, and love to Andrea, and of course your wonderful parents. They really really seem so wonderful, especially when
Thank you very
you
much.
talk about. So, take care. Keep safe.
God
We'll
bless
see
you
you
guys. Stay
soon.
safe, guys. Take care.
Thank you. Welcome back, and now we're here at CSI Exchange. Please welcome the girls, Tina, Nika, and Isafai. Hello, girls. Ayan. My question for today is this. How do you feel for Jane De Leon now that her biggest break in showbiz, the Darna movie, has been indefinitely postponed? Unahin na natin si Isafai. How do you feel for Jane, Isa?
Syempre, for me parang sobrang lungkot para sa kanya po. Kasi syempre, matagal-tagal na po niyang pinaghandaan po, nakapag-workout na siya maraming beses just to parang get the figure of Darna. Tapos syempre, nagsastart na din siya mag-practice physically ng mga kanyang training po. So, yun po, sobrang dami ng effort na nailabas, not only with Jane, pati na din po yung production. Syempre, naglalabas din sila ng pera. So, parang for everyone na involved dun sa production na yun, very, masakit sa pakiramdam, syempre, because of this pandemic. nahinto na naman siya. So hopefully pa rin matuloy siya in the coming years.
Yes, kasi diba, like we reported earlier in Winners and Downers, 2017 pa in-announce na magkakaroon ng Darna. And then, imagine mo, from then, tapos na abutan natin ng COVID-19, hindi pa rin nakalipad si Darna. Diba? Sabi kasi ni Mika yun sa script, hindi pa makakalipad si Darna. Nakakalungkot. I agree with you, Izapay. Tina, what do you think?
Yun din po, nakakalungkot, Miss T. Pero maybe it can be an opportunity for Jane na ma-introduce pa yung sarili niya sa public. Lalo na dun sa mga nagda-doubt sa kanya, sa kanyang capacity. Baka pwedeng mabigyan pa siya ng ibang project. Tapos, mas maging aware pa yung mga tao sa kanya. Hindi lang sa social media, pati in general public. Lalo na ngayon na hindi free to air ang ABS-CBN. So yun, sana for sure naman magiging worth the wait yung magiging paglipad ni Jane De Leon bilang Darna.
Good girl. Always look at the positive side of things, ha? Ito gusto ko nang malaman. Ano naman ang iyong masasabi ni Kapay? Lipad!
Lipad. I understand how Jane is feeling po kasi nga big break niya, and then for the crew po, siguro yung mga, let's say, mga costume designers or art designers, mga ganyan, it could have been their big break din po sana. So, syempre po nakakasad sa pandemic, lahat po talaga tayo, we have lost something. Pero, yeah, like what yung sinabi kanina, sana magka-project pa si Jane na film or series, sana she can show off her real talents and mapakita niya po all that she has learned in her short time in the industry. Kasi I'm sure po nag-training na din po yan and workshops. So there.
Oo, I agree, no? Actually, I remember as soon as she was announced that she was going to be the next Darna, biglang actually pumalo yung mga endorsements niya di ba? You know, the Vicky Bello, what do you call that? Billboard in EDSA. Naging siya na nga yun actually. And then meron pa siyang mga ibang nakuhang mga endorsements. So, somehow, pinapasikat na rin siya talaga at the time, no, in preparation for Darna. But yeah, this is very, very unfortunate because, di ba, parang, you know, hindi naman lahat ng artista just because you got into showbiz, you know, you get a major project like this, di ba? So, ang Darna naman, that's the movie that the likes of Vilma Santos, di ba, the characters the likes of Vilma Santos portrayed. Sino pa ba mga Darna girls? Angel Locsin, sino pa?
Marian.
Nanette Medved.
Ayan, di ba? Oo, kasi
Talagang
kasama din
nag-aging
siya.
na
Oo.
And Marian,
So,
yes.
di ba, parang you know, I'm sure she really feels awful about it. But tama ka, Tina, it's time that maybe she can do more projects. Makakatulong din naman pag eventually nagawa na yung pelikula, makakadraw ng mas maraming audience pag mas nakilala na siya. So, we just really wish her well. And ang ganda niya Ako nagagandahan ako sa kanya. I really don't know yung sinasabi nila na mukha siyang foreigner. Tingin nyo ba? Kasi parang hindi naman Hindi ko talaga makita. But, basta bagay siya sa role. Kasi, hindi naman tayo bagay. So, siya na lang. Diba? Siya naman dapat talaga dun sa role na yon. And then, hindi, kasi also, you have to look at certain things, no? It's really very difficult to produce, to have a movie set, kahit nga teleserye set because now, you have to rent a place, you know, para masolo yun nung crew and the cast, konti lang ang pwedeng dalahin, and then the producers, they have to, you know, provide everything for everybody. 3 or 4 meals a day, lodging, payment for lodging and all that. So, that's really the sad part kung bakit lahat tayo sa showbiz, we're kind of worried about what will happen in the near future kasi mukhang matagal pa ng konti ang hihintayin natin before we really get a vaccine that we would all be confident to have, diba? So, Jane, if you're watching us, lilipad ka rin. Tama ba? Lilipad din siya. And we'll be there to watch you soar. So, thank you very much, girls. I will see you all next week. Magbabay naman kayo. Pwede kayong mag-unmute.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you.
And that's it for this episode of the Manila Times CSI, Celebrity Style Inspiration. Thank you very much to Christina, Isa, Nika, and Neil for getting another new normal episode ready for you tonight. Don't forget to follow our social media accounts, and as always, a big hello and thank you to our viewers on Daily Motion. See you next Thursday, CSIers. Bye!
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more episodes of the Manila Times CSI. See you!